Welcome to another installment of NEAAPA's featured member segment, where we profile members and learn more about their business. Today, I am joined by Mac McLaughlin, who is the Chief Technology Officer, and Dallas Kolodny, who is the PR and Marketing Manager for Chargerback Lost and Found. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you today?
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks for joining me today. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Chargerback, tell us what it is that you guys do.
Thanks for having us today. So Chargerback is a lost and found software. So aside from being used by the great NEAAPA members, we're used really all across North America, from all the major amusement parks, hotels, airlines, cruise ships, really you name it, they use our software. What Chargerback does is it's a full A to Z, beginning to end, lost and found management software, allowing, just from the aspect of the amusement park to be able to log, manage all the found items they recover. Also allows the guests to easily report lost items in there. And then we have a lot of return features, from single click shipping, signature pads for returning found items, disposition features, full tracking in the software. We could really go down a big rabbit hole here for about another 10 or 15 minutes, but from the 30,000 foot view, that's really what Chargerback's all about, making your lost and found processes a heck of a lot simpler than they may have been before, taking you out of the dark ages and into the 21st century for lost and found.
That's awesome, because I know, being a former operator, was you had a logbook and you logged things and tried to keep track of things, both, guests reporting and what they had lost throughout the day. And then, of course, what ended up coming in after the park had closed or shortly thereafter. Mac, if you could elaborate, when did Chargerback Lost and Found, how did it get its start?
Well, we started in 2010. My business partner, Brian Kolodny, had left an item at a hotel in Southern California. And he called there. It was actually a charger, and wanted to get his charger back, hence the name of the company.
Hence the name.
Wow.
All he wanted was, he just wanted to get his charger back, and let's just say the hotel was less than helpful. And there was really no automated solution at that point. And so, Brian also had read an article about the accumulation of these items that are left behind in hotels and so forth. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, there's not a solution out there." And, we investigated it and determined that there was not a good solution besides what you said, Ed, a logbook or a spreadsheet. And so we started down the path in 2010, and it took us 6 months to get a kitchen table application together. We demonstrated it over at one of the largest hotels in Reno that we had a relationship with. That's the Silver Legacy. They took a look at what we were going to offer and had some input, let's just say, that we needed to do A, B, and C, and we said, okay, we'll do what we need to do. And we came back to them about 30 days later with a product that they said, hey, let's use it. And we decided that we would provide this service at no cost to the hotels, the amusement parks, the future partners, and make our revenue on success. So we take a small portion of the shipping fee. So if something doesn't get returned, and then the algorithm doesn't work and the users can't use the platform, we don't get paid. So all the incentives are lined up for success. And I think that's what kind of separated us from the pack at the beginning. So that's kind of
our success is. Our success is your success, and that's really kind of the model we built it off of. And one thing about Chargerback, as Mac mentioned, we started in the hotel industry, but as I'd mentioned earlier, we're using any type of travel, entertainment, hospitality industry that's out there. A lot of that's because we built it to be flexible, because we have worked with partners such as the great ones with NEAAPA to help build the software to what it is. It wasn't just a group of people in a room telling you how you should run Lost and Found. While of course we're happy to lend our knowledge and our expertise in it, really nobody does Lost and Found the same. So we had to build the software that was flexible to work for, place A doing it this way, for amusement park B doing it that way, and as Mac said, limited training in that regards. So that's how we've become so successful, is really working hand in hand with our partners.
Awesome. Mac, I know you said you were one of the founding members of this. Dallas, when did you start with the company?
It was September of 2018 is when I started at Chargerback. I was roughly around things from the very beginning. Mac had mentioned earlier, his business partner, Brian. Brian's my father, so I was around for a while, had a totally separate career. I loved it, but it wasn't sustainable, and the opportunity here came, and he offered it to me, so I kind of jumped at it. So,
what else should we know about Chargerback and the company itself?
I think one of the things that is always really important about Chargerback, I mentioned we work hand in hand with our partners, but we're working a lot behind the scenes. Our IT department, they're staying up to date, as well as our sales and engagement side. What are the new trends? What's new in technology? Whether that's image recognition, digital signature pads. And then one of the really important things that a lot of people, it's not top of mind, but Matt can really speak to it. There's laws. Laws are always changing, whether that's laws from the post office, new compliance laws, new privacy laws. That's one thing that it's really important to stay on hand with throughout the entire operation. But the one that is kind of way behind the scenes, you don't want to let that get forgotten about either, because that could be the one that bites you in the end. So that's one thing that we really pride ourselves on, is that we stay up to date on everything. And if a partner comes to us and lets us know something that maybe did slip through the cracks for us, we jump on it. We don't let it sit there and say, okay, we'll get to it later. We take everything that comes from our partners seriously. We listen to every single partner. People say that, but we honestly do that, from our support level all the way up to just us getting calls from C-suite executives at some of our partners.
How can NEAAPA members reach out to you to learn more about the products?
Well, it's very simple. If they visit our website, chargerback.com, they can find out everything they need to know about the company, and also sign up for a no-cost account and arrange for training with our staff. You're not roped into any kind of contract. There's no monthly fees. You can sign up for our basically our rewards program and our rebate program. We believe that a successful reunification should be rewarded, and we do have a success reward that we can have our partners participate in. We look, all we do is Lost and Found. So, we want to make sure that we reunite as many items as possible. And currently, 2/3 of what we reunite is done in person. So you can imagine somebody leaving the amusement park and they report they lost their child's teddy bear or something like that. They get halfway home, they can make the report on the mobile phone. Everything's mobile first with our product. That park in real time can search for that teddy bear, find it, send them a notification. They can do a U-turn, head back to the park, and pick up that teddy bear. And there's no charge to either party, any party for that. We're really proud of being able to send back items that are of irreplaceable value to people across, not just the country, but across the globe. We ship internationally as well. We travel with devices that have virtually our whole life on them now. And we all know, back in the day, it was a real hassle to lose your wallet and replace your driver's license. Well, that problem still exists today, but you don't want to lose your phone. Well, here's the interesting question. You take an iPhone, when did they become $1,000? So not only the data on that phone is irreplaceable in a lot of cases if you didn't back it up recently, but the cost of replacement is rather large. And you know, earbuds are expensive. So,
Mhm. Well, Mac, Dallas, I really appreciate the time you gave us today, and your contact information, of course, will be on the screen here so that people can reach out to you and hopefully sign up for your product. So, hey, thanks everyone for watching this NEAAPA featured member segment, and we will be back real soon with another member. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.